Hi, I'm Katy Pascaru with Christie's International Real Estate, and I have here with me Staci. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you tell us what's your position?
Yes, I'm lead sales representative for personal lines insurance.
And what's the business name?
Comparion Insurance Agency, which is a Liberty Mutual company.
Good, good. Okay, so this is a category in personal insurance?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. And you're licensed in 6 states, right?
Yes, I'm licensed in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
Oh, that's great. So you cover a lot of areas.
I do.
That's good if people have multiple homes.
Yeah, it helps with that, definitely.
Definitely. Okay. So what type of products do you offer?
Well, anything in personal lines. I don't do anything commercial, but I offer auto, home, life, pet, jewelry, ATV, motorcycle, rental homes, personal umbrella policies, RVs. Again, any type of personal lines insurance that you could need, I can help you with that.
That's good. Okay. And what was it like when you first started? Well, for every business is probably all the same and quite different.
It was harder than I thought because I was a little bit naive thinking, well, everybody needs insurance. How hard can it be? And then I started doing it and could find out how hard it could be because there's a lot of competition out there. People have, set companies that they're very happy with and they want to stick there, and they also want to know someone that's established and experienced in the industry. So it took a while to get going with that, and then getting referrals and that type of thing. So again, I was a little bit naive. I'm like, oh, this will be a piece of cake. Not so much.
Yeah, I know. Everything looks easy as until you start doing it.
Until you start doing it, you find out reality.
And you realize,
absolutely.
that it's not as easy as it looks like. Okay, so what is something most people don't know about the business, and what you tell them?
Okay. I think some things that people don't know is insurance isn't one size fits all. It's very unique to the individual. And you need somebody that's going to take the time to get to know the person, because somebody's insurance coverage limits aren't the same that somebody else should have for their auto insurance, because maybe they drive a lot of people around, they use it for business use, other than somebody that just might have a vehicle for pleasure use. So it's important to know what type of coverages you need, and when I speak with someone, I ask a lot of questions. I've been told by people, you ask a lot of questions, but I ask them for a reason, so I get to know the personal situation of the person so I can best advise what they need.
Yeah, that's great. And sometimes people just use their to bundle their home insurance with the auto insurance and something like that, but do you recommend this all the time?
It works sometimes. That's not as much now as it used to be. There are a lot more insurance companies than there were at one time, and it used to be if you keep your home and auto together, you're getting multi-policy discounts, and that's the way to go. But now there's so many different companies offering so many different features and benefits, sometimes it makes sense to split out the two. And because I have so many different companies I work with, I can do that for people. It's just not, quoting with one company and that's the only option I have. I can give them various options. If we can keep auto and home together, we'll do it. If not, we'll split them up. It's whatever has the best coverages at the best price for people, basically.
So shop around, right?
Shop
Talk
around.
To Staci.
Yeah, exactly. I do the shopping for you. It's like one phone call and I do the shopping for you.
Oh,
so.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good to know. Okay. And what are some added coverages such as water backup endorsement?
Okay, yep, there's different coverages like that. So you can have an endorsement is basically an add-on to the basic policy.
Good to know.
So
that's
lingo. It's lingo. Yep, endorsement is basically an add-on, something you add to the standard policy. So on auto you can add some different things like roadside assistance and rental reimbursement. On the homeowners, one of the most common one is water backup coverage. And what that does, if you are hooked up to the municipal sewer system and it should back up to your house, nobody wants to deal with that. So you don't have to do your own cleanup. So adding the water backup coverage, the people would come in their little hazmat suits and they would clean up the sewer for you that's ended up into the house. Or if you have a sump pump that fails, then it will pay for any damage to major appliances, flooring, walls, that type of thing from that extra water that the sump pump hasn't been able to get out of the house. You can also add earthquake endorsement. That seems more popular these days since we've had some earthquakes near us. People are a little bit concerned with that. You can also add things like identity theft, service line coverage. So that would cover your service lines from the utility poles to your house, because if it's underground, you're responsible for it. Now, a lot of people don't realize that if they have an issue, like a line breaks or whatever, they just think they'll call the utility company. They're out of luck with that. They're going to call the utility company and they're going to say, fork over the money if you don't have it as part of your coverage with your homeowners.
Yeah, how is different if you have not municipal sewer and water, but let's
Like
say
a septic tank?
yeah, or drill well.
Septic tank and drill wells, that wouldn't be covered. That water backup coverage is specific to sewer. So
Okay.
there wouldn't be coverage for anything like that. That's normal wear and tear. So let's say the septic backs up, it's more considered like tree roots or something get into the lines. That's more considered wear and tear, and that's not
Okay.
covered under a policy.
Okay, so you need to maintain your water and drilled
Definitely, yes.
well
You have to
and
make sure that that's in good
and
working
septic
order, because
system,
you
right?
won't be able to file a claim for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and what are some odd requests you've had from clients?
Well, one started out, wasn't actually a request up front. It's because I ask a lot of questions. I was finding this out. I had a gentleman who called me for homeowners insurance. So I'm talking to him about homeowners insurance. And I always look up the property online because pictures worth 1,000 words, so I can get a lot of detail. So I'm looking and I see some different structures on there. So I'm asking him about them. He goes, oh yeah, one's a barn that collapsed, which usually is a no-no for an insurance company too, having a dilapidated building. And I'm like, well, what about the other building? He said, that's the other barn. I'm like, oh, are you just use that for storage? He goes, that and my 3 pet cows. So that was a new one for me. So we start off with homeowners, and typical homeowners insurance doesn't cover cows, pet or otherwise. But because they were pets, we were able to add a livestock endorsement. Again, an add-on, another endorsement to the home policy for him, and he was covered. Otherwise, he would have had to have gotten farm insurance somewhere because of those cows. So that was a unique thing, that somebody had 3 pet cows that they were going to have on their property. So just interesting.
It's interesting story. And share some of the most memorable customer experience and success stories. I'm sure you have a lot, but
well, the one customer was very memorable. I met him at an event I was doing. It was an insurance event, meet your insurance agent at a credit union that I work with. And so he came in, he took my business card, and he called me and he wanted some quotes for his home. So I'm asking him details about the house, and then somewhere in the conversation he says to me, I hate insurance agents and attorneys, I wish they were all dead. I'm like, okay, this conversation's going really, really well. I see where we're coming with this, okay.
Yeah.
So he's explaining his property, and he lived, I think, on like 30 acres somewhere out in Pleasant Valley. And so then he's trying to tell me that the 2 structures on the house are really, on the property, are just one because they're connected underground, which that was just not happening with insurance. So I said, I need to see the house or pictures of it. So instead he says, why don't you come out and see the house? I'm like, I don't know about that, because you just told me you wanted insurance people to be dead, and you have 30 acres, so it's a lot of place you could hide a body, so I'm not sure I want to come out. So I did. I went out. I helped him. It's been like 10 or 12 years now. He's still my customer. And over the time as we were interacting, he said, you are a lot of fun. He goes, I'm going on vacation to Belize, and I would like you to come with me. And I'm like, well, thank you for that, but my husband would not be thrilled with that idea. Plus now you want to take me to a whole other country with different rules, and I'm still going back to the fact that you want all insurance agents dead. But anyway, I guess I won him over, and now maybe he just wants the attorneys and not the insurance agents dead. I don't know, but like I said, he's been a long time policyholder, but that one always sticks with me. I've never had anybody tell me that before. So
what are most people overlook when buying a homeowner's renter's insurance, and what is your advice?
Okay, so a lot of times with homeowners, when they're buying, especially if it's a new home purchase, they don't understand what coverages they should have. They think it should agree with whatever they're taking a mortgage out for, or maybe even the appraised value, market value, but that's not the case. So with a homeowner's insurance, it's very specific to the style home, where it is, the features of the house, which is why I ask a lot of questions. Somebody just recently, they had an elevator in the house. That's not typically what you would find. So if I had just done a normal square foot calculation for the house, I would have missed that feature. They also had some built-in bookcases and very, very unique features of the house.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that when you're speaking to an insurance person, if they're not asking a lot of questions, which I do, provide that information if you have anything unique about your home, so it's insured properly. As far as renter's insurance, a lot of people don't realize how affordable it is, and there's so many people that, especially in like a high-rise apartment building or something, and there's a fire that's beyond their control, and now they don't have, all their stuff is burned up, or they can't get back into an apartment for a period of time. Renter's insurance could be like $150 for the year, so it's super affordable. It covers all your belongings. It gives you liability protection, so if there's somebody visiting you in your apartment and they get hurt, it would pay for their injuries, and it also gives loss of use. So in the situation there is a fire or burst pipe or something, and you can't be in your apartment, your insurance will actually pay to put you somewhere, so you're not relying on the generosity of,
Yes.
you know, friends, relatives, or even the Red Cross that's going to put you up, you know, somewhere. It actually pays for it. You don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
it's
those
for the
things.
peace of mind. It's
Definitely the peace of mind.
definitely a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have a lot of knowledge, and I strongly recommend you talk to Staci. And what is your phone number? This is, I think, the best way to reach you, right?
Best way is my cell phone, which is 845-597-5780. You can reach me. You can call me. You can text me. I don't have traditional hours. Now, if you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to answer, but I'll call you in the morning. But a lot of times I'll talk to somebody, they'll call me on my cell phone like at 6 o'clock, and I'll answer, and they're like, I didn't expect you to answer. I figured you stopped at 5. No, I do weekends, I do evenings, I accommodate people. I think the latest appointment I had once was 10 o'clock at night for life insurance for a couple because they work different shifts, and that was the only time they had together. So that's not typical, but we did a call one night at 10 o'clock to do a couple life insurance applications. So I try to make my schedule meet your schedule because I know everybody's is different.
That's great. Yeah, you are such a hard worker and such a smart woman. I really admire
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So hope you find this interesting and very helpful. Thank you so much.